Alright, I seriously have no idea what happened there, but I'll try to do this again and quicker. That way, hopefully, if it doesn't record sound again, I can start over. But essentially, what it is so these right here are my colonies that I actually harvest from. These are, and I shouldn't say colonies, these are just what I harvest from. These are the actual colonies. So you can see I've had them going since last year, October of last year. Essentially, what it is it's just apple cider vinegar, which is this stuff right here. Um, you just can buy any company, but generally speaking, you'll find this in any Whole Food store, just grocery store in general. You'll notice that the key thing is where it says with the mother, unpasteurized, and organic. Generally speaking, that keeps it from being pesticide. The mother is a kind of a fungus that grows on it that's good for the bacteria, and the unpasteurized is exactly that. It's not pasteurized. So essentially, what you do is you get a start colony from someone. I got it from my neighbor, and then you fill it up. And inside that jar is just shreds of apples. The worms will start to spawn, and they just fill this thing up. And then what you'll do is you'll pour up this jar until this point right here. You put a cotton ball in, and then you put let's see. Yep, this is the one that's a new spawn. And then you put fresh water in the top, and what will happen is the worms like to try to get to the fresh water, so they will wiggle their way through the cotton ball and get to the top. And then what you do is you just um, take a syringe. It's not a syringe. What are these called? A dropper of some type, and you just suck them off the top and then feed it to your aquariums. So what's nice is that even though the downside of this apple cider is it is actually quite expensive. This jar is $20, so it's $20 for a gallon of vinegar. But you don't go through it. You can actually recycle it. So as I use this here and the worms, I've harvested them all. I pour this into here. That's the wastewater jar. And then I take the one that's full of worms, I pour it into here, put the cotton ball back in, fill it up with water, and then I use this wastewater jar to fill this back up, and then the colony starts to spawn out again. And then I just feed these colonies slices of apples about once a month, and that's it. And they'll pretty much last indefinitely. However, I do recommend, every couple months, like I do it every 6 months, just buying a new jar of vinegar and replacing it to try to keep them happy and healthy and fresh. So that's how you keep a vinegar eel colony. Hopefully, this helps.